All right, on our way through town, and we're finding ourselves going past the ScotiaBank Center. For a moment there, when I'm looking at it from the Citadel, it's got all these banners flying, and I actually thought it was some kind of a mall. Turns out, and I'll get roasted for that, it is a amphitheater, sporting event place type of thing. Home of the Halifax, I think it was Mooseheads? I guess they must have won the Turner Cup recently. Well, it may not be numbered on this map, but we're by another major landmark, the City Hall, built apparently in 1888. Another one of their historic landmarks, which is obviously being kept in better condition than that first one I spotted. And in fact, it's in the middle of a pleasant little public park. And it's not Grant Park or Central Park, but it's this nice little square where people can hang out, probably enjoy their lunch hour and whatnot. The arch behind us, I thought for a moment might be a war memorial. It turns out it's much the opposite, a peace memorial, presumably to law enforcement officers who have fallen in the line of duty. There is no list of names, to be sure, but that's probably because they're constantly adding to that. Because cities. Meanwhile, also overlooking the park is, in fact, a war memorial referencing World Wars I, II, and in Korea. So this covers everybody who serves and passes in all sorts of capacities. I have to mention that in the park we were just leaving, we encountered some folks around the war memorial, all dressed in similar clothing and stuff like that. And while a little bit hesitant to engage, we figured we'd ask what it was all about. Turns out they were just raising a flag as part of a community group honoring Terry Fox, the man who ran across Canada on one leg. He'd lost the other one to cancer. And, well, I forget whether he made it all the way before it took him. He is venerated as a Canadian hero. A lot of nations could do very much worse, so bravo. It would seem that we've made our way back to Barrington Street, and in the, I'm going to say, the Stillwell district, although I'm not sure where that comes from, which is basically the shops and nightlife area. We're not actually going to see this place come alive until after we leave, in which case we're not going to see it at all. We're back at Sackville Road, where we headed up towards the Citadel. Interesting. We have made a complete circuit. As we're making our way back up the same hill we started with, I have to point this out and say, yeah, kind of. So we found our way back to this Alfresco area, although honestly there's not a whole lot going on just yet. Like I said, I'm suspecting this is more nightlife type of thing, like we went to in London. But they do still have the restaurants, and there are some people at the tables trying to decide whether to take in lunch here, and if so, what. I'm told that the name Canada comes from a native word meaning village. And I have been seeing a lot of signs around here exhorting people to support local arts, local culture, local food, local products. And by local, they mean Canadian. They don't spell it out, buy Canadian. They just say buy local, which is kind of wild because apparently even if it came from Vancouver, it counts as local. Even if it came from Edmonton, it's local. Given that we come from a smaller country than Canada is, that seems kind of weird. But I guess it's a matter of perspective and the fact that, given Canada's population size, it really is one great big honkin' village. Walking along Grafton Street, we've encountered another church, this one the Presbyterian St. David's, and has a sign out in front saying that services resume on the 7th. I wonder what has kept them closed, and I wonder if it's going to get back to use.